Hi folks, this is Tony for aminutemidnight.com. Currently I'm coming to you from Pennsylvania instead of New Zealand, where most of the time I am, though I do spend a bit of time in Pennsylvania because of my wife Holly being from here. Anyway, this particular episode of the A Minute to Midnight show that I'm bringing you will have to be one of those ones that are only a trailer introduction on YouTube, and you'll have to go to aminutemidnight.com or Rumble or BitChute or Apple Podcasts to get the full episode, because some of what I want to share in this episode I am pretty sure would trigger censors at YouTube, and likely they wouldn't let it stay up. So rather than risk that, please, if you want to hear the whole video, which I recommend you do, or the audio, go to our website, aminutemidnight.com, Rumble or BitChute or Apple Podcasts. And please make sure you subscribe to our website and our various channels as well. So, first up, most of our listeners will be familiar with the World Economic Forum and Klaus Schwab and the UN Agenda 2030. We know about Schwab's vision for a transhumanist future where you'll own nothing and be happy, supposedly. You'll know about Agenda 2030 and the sustainable development push based on the boogeyman, alleged man-made climate change, and how we need to get the world to net zero carbon emissions in order to save the world from a climate catastrophe, supposedly. They at the UN tell us that scientists have a consensus that man's carbon emissions are causing the supposed climate catastrophe. But the reality is, it's just a consensus of scientific puppets who parrot the globalist agenda, while any dissenting scientists who think for themselves and do their own research, aside from the largely government and corporate funded massive funding for the sciences, those who research not blindly, well, they often find something completely different than what the establishment wants them to find. And instead of parroting the globalist agenda, the dissenting scientists who researched and argue for something different and who come to a different conclusion, such as man-made climate change is a lie, while they are vilified and largely censored. We're being indoctrinated with the alleged need for a global digital identity and central bank digital currencies and ultimately a world government. So most of you will know that. But the beginnings of the global government already exist. And I think I'll actually stop the YouTube podcast here. Please go to hear the rest, go to one of the other places that I just mentioned to you previously.